everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of my Let's Play Minecraft survival series, where today I want to go ahead and explore the world. Now that we have progressed through a lot of Minecraft, I want to take some time to continue our progression as we search for a stronghold. But a few episodes ago, I went off in that direction and I explored a lot of the world, so I wanted to start by going off in this direction and exploring a bunch of areas over here. We're going back to episode 1. I believe we came into this spot from that direction and we traveled like a few hundred blocks in order to get here, so we can kind of re-explore back towards our spawn, and then also over this mountain where we did like go and try to find some sheep or cows, so we can go ahead and just re-explore this and maybe continue even further. And I'm a little bit more prepared this time. I learned my lesson from last time. I got a couple of bundles on me, and let's just see what waits for us, where we have this like big canyon area here, which looks very, very cool. And I do just love the natural generation of Minecraft a lot, especially with the caves and cliffs updates, where there's been like so much work put into like the generation of Minecraft roads just to make it look so incredibly cool. Little cave. There's a bee over the river here. Hello, little guy. I actually don't see the nest anywhere. That's interesting that the bee's just right there. So a big, looks like a forest biome over in that direction. A massive ocean going over there. And then we have some access to sand right here, so this is kind of nice to know. We do have the desert on the other side of our base, so returning to that is pretty convenient. Looks like the water might get cut off over there. Oh no, it goes around. I'm going to try to keep my eye out for any valuable structures along the way. And it seems like this is like a bunch of islands, which is interesting. Oh, there's a big taiga biome way over in the distance there. So we can get some spruce trees from there if we wanted. We have like a birch island right here. Oh, and another taiga. These spruce trees are actually really cool looking. Looks like this might be more than just an island. It's a larger landmass. Is that what I think it is? No, I think that's just some mushrooms in this forest, where this is a really cool looking forest that we can see right here. I love the dolphins. What a scenic shot. But there are some mushrooms growing here. For a second I thought we stumbled upon a mushroom island, which would be insane, but it does not look like that's the case. But it's so cool to see some mushrooms spawning here. I love the giant like naturally spawning mushrooms, and we can even get some at our base, and I might even build with mushrooms sometime in the future as I work on a bunch of builds. So it looks like we have a shipwreck here and a ruined portal on the other side. Let's go ahead, get our boat. Let's see if we can find any chests. We have this one where we just got some iron and a little bit of gold, and I guess I'll take the chest. And there must be one over here, right? There's like normally two, maybe like down here. Here's a chest. Let's go ahead and run this up. And, well, we got some poisonous potatoes and a suspicious stew. So, not a really good chest for us. I think it's only those two. A little turtle, how cute. But there is a full-blown nether portal here, which looks very cool. And it's almost like a complete nether portal as well. There's 2 crying obsidian, and then 2 empty spaces there. Technically 3 if you're counting the corners. But we got some gold here, which is fun. Let's try to get this one gold block. Maybe I'll come up with the chest. There we go. Inside this chest we have an obsidian, so that kind of contributes a little bit. Some gold armor, flint and steel, and it is almost nighttime. So let's go ahead, go to sleep. I feel like there might be like some artifacts we could dig up over in that direction or something. I love seeing like the cobblestone or whatnot. I guess maybe I'll sail around this area and then we could loop back over towards that area. Minecraft, of course, is just infinitely generating, more or less. There is technically a limit, but an incredibly high limit So realistically, we could just explore for a very, very, very long time. I see some lights in the water down there. And we see an underwater temple. So that is a project for the future, but this is like a big area that we can explore, and I don't want to get too close because you will get mining fatigue from the Elder Guardian located inside. And there's like the smaller, I think they're just called normal like guardians or whatever, just straight up guardian, that are a little dangerous. Not too dangerous, but still a little dangerous, and we can avoid them. There's some kelp on the water here. So it kind of seems like we're at like the general border for the like our central landmass. It seems like it goes off ways in that direction of just straight up ocean, but we have a colder biome this direction, which we can see some glaciers here that look incredible. I really love this world that I've stumbled upon, and this is something I want to talk about more in the future. There's a village over there. Okay, let's go explore over here really quickly, and then we can go check out that village, which looks so cool. I love seeing the smoke coming up. This is something I want to talk about more in the future, is the concept of like a forever world, which is kind of like a trending term, or more recently a trending term, where I really just want to spend a ton of time in this world for a very, very long time and just continue building it up. But as we row our boat into here, we can go ahead and see if there's anything special for us to find. We have access to a lot of ice now, which is convenient, where there's some builds where you want to use a lot of ice. We can see way over here is a polar bear, and actually if we sneak right here, we can see another underwater temple right over there. Looks like it anyways. So we have two pretty close to each other right here, and a bunch of polar bears. There's like some magma down in the lava there. Very, very cool area. We're gonna stay clear of the polar bears for now, and let's try not to get shipwrecked in the ice. We don't want to repeat the Titanic. And let's go check out this village. Looks like a plains biome right next to the icy biome, which is kind of interesting. Where this is kind of just like a colder area of the world where biomes of... Oh, that tree's on fire. Why is that tree on fire? Where biomes of like similar temperatures and whatnot will be located right next to each other. So taigas are kind of like, you know, colder biomes, and it makes sense that it's right next to an ice biome. I'm going to guess this is a pool of lava over here. There's a wolf, a couple of wolves. Let's see, yep, it's a bunch of lava. But there's some berries over here. Maybe I'll come grab some of these so we can plant them around our home. I'll probably come back for some spruce in the future. That'll do. I don't need too many, but I do like them as defenses because if you run into them, it will be a bad day for you. And I don't think there's too much that we can do to save this forest. Maybe put out the fire. Try to get a sapling maybe, since this tree's burning down anyways. Okay, I got a spruce sapling. I'll go ahead and harvest a little bit of the wood, just so we have some spruce wood on hand. And let's get out of here. I keep getting distracted from the village. A pretty decently sized village here. Again, I like all the like little fires here. We have an iron golem patrolling. See if there's like a blacksmith that maybe has something valuable. There's some blacksmiths here. Oh, here's a chest. Let's just take all their stuff because why not? I'll just take all that. Thank you, villager. We have a bell at the well here. And I did pick up my boat, right? Okay, I did. Anything around here? A purple bed. Very fancy. Kind of like royalty, I suppose. And there's a little fox over there. A couple of foxes. Well, they're going to run away if I get too close, but we could try to tame some with some of the berries that I just picked up in the future. Into here, there's like a second floor to this building where there's a lot of bread and some spruce saplings. So that's kind of nice. We got more berries, a couple of potatoes. That's good. I wanted some potatoes. And then the chests. I need a lot of chests to expand my storage system sometime in the future. That's a little dangerous right there. I just want to take a sneak peek over this way, and then let's head all the way over there and see what's on that side of our base. Oh, an azalea tree. There must be a lush cave under here. And this looks like kind of a similar vibe to what we've been seeing. So there's a lot of ocean in this world, which is kind of nice because we did settle on a river, so we have easy access to like all the waterways around our world. We have some phenomenal looking wolves. I love them so much. They're so cute. But continuing on, don't get too distracted. I love this mossy cobblestone. Hi, fox. Hello. Oh, there's one in the tree. So cute. Okay, continuing on. So this entire landmass over here does seem to be pretty big and pretty connected to each other. So we have like a bunch of kind of like smaller and medium-sized islands off in this direction. And then this entire landmass is decently big because I think this does pretty much connect to like the jungle and the desert and continue off in that direction. So the area that we're specifically settled on is in the middle of this massive, like, let's call it a continent, I suppose, where as we like leave the continent and we seem to be on like maybe like the northern edge of it or whatever, the northeastern edge, we can go ahead and just travel all around and find a bunch of different like smaller islands just scattered about. I see a shipwreck here. It is completely capsized. One shot. Oh, armor trims. Okay. Let's take the gunpowder too. Okay. So that is nice. I didn't see what armor trim it was. I'll look in a second. I need to find the other chest. If there's another chest, maybe there's just the one here. Not entirely sure where it would even be. I think like right here. Is it maybe down here? Oh, I don't see it. Okay, maybe it's just the one. If there's another one, it's probably not too important. But I really want to take a nap in our bed. So let's go ahead, get to the land really, really quickly before too many mobs spawn. I love seeing the moon just going up right there as we fall asleep. And I think this is pretty much everything that I really wanted to see in this direction. And I think we could cut through the land here. And this will eventually take us back to our main base. And this looks a little familiar. I think there's like a big flat stretch of stone up here in a little bit, if I recall correctly. There's so many horses right there with some sheep. That's very fun. A big ravine that leads down deep into the earth right there. Some coal that I'm kind of tempted to go grab. And I'm a little less sure about where I currently am right now, actually. Because I thought I was like about to reach my base, and then we came to this point, and this does not look anything like where my base is. Another cave system here, and there's some lava. I thought maybe it was torches. Some coal down there as well. I should keep that in mind. And another forest fire. There are so many forest fires in this world because there's so many different lava lakes in this world, I suppose. And it's kind of crazy to see like all these lava lakes everywhere. And it's unfortunate that it's just lighting like all the forest around it on fire and kind of just spreading around a lot. But I guess I'll leave that one there as well. I think we might actually be really, really close. Let's get on top of this mountain. I really like it up at the top of this mountain, if this is the one that I remember, because I think we are right next to our base. This time, actually. I thought that before. And no. Oh, it's down there. It's down there. I know that for sure. Over here, and we can see home sweet home. I love seeing the guard tower in the distance there. I'll just place my boat right here back on my dock, and we can be inside of a safe location where I got a ton of stuff, but we got coast armor trim, which looks very, very cool. Let's go ahead, just throw everything into a random chest, I suppose. And then I guess I want to be a Minecraft episode without a little bit of building, and I think I just want to spice up my entire base just a tiny bit. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, now that I built up this area a little bit, I think it's time to begin the hunt for the end portal. There's a wandering trader hanging out right outside my house with nothing that I care too much about, and I don't think we really have any emeralds right now anyways. But in order to get towards the end portal, we need two very special items, and I put them in here, and it is of course what I talked about a lot last episode with the ender pearls and the blaze rods, where we can go ahead and throw a blaze rod into our crafting table to get some blaze powder. And then with the blaze powder, we can go ahead and combine it with an ender pearl to get an eye of ender. Now let's go ahead and create a few of these, because we can use the eyes of ender in order to find the stronghold, and then we need to use many eyes of ender in order to complete the portal inside of the stronghold in order to access the end itself. So I'm going to go ahead and let's actually take one ender pearl so we can have a little bit of fun on our adventure towards the stronghold, and then let's go ahead and take this eye of ender. And I have kind of two ideas for where the stronghold might be, where there are like multiple different strongholds in the world, but I have an idea for where we might find potentially two of them. And I don't know why I can't make this jump and casually go up here where we are on top of our house, and let's go ahead, use the eye of ender, and we can see it is going off in that direction, which isn't exactly what I thought, but let's go ahead, pick this up, and let's get over this way, where we do have a small chance for the eye of ender to break when we use it. So we need to be a little bit careful of that. And we have reached the edge of our little continent area right here. Let's go ahead, use this again, and it looks like we still want to be going in that direction. And I'm really hoping it's not in the middle of the ocean, but let's pick this up. I got scared by those fishes for a second, and we might have to go really far away, and I don't have a boat. I forgot to grab a boat. That's very awkward. But upon crafting a boat, I can go ahead and just sail really far into this direction, and I believe the eye of ender was like roughly like this angle, so I don't see any land in front of us. There's like a tiny little island it looks like over there. That's pretty cool, but I guess we're in for the long haul here. I see some land over there, and is that fire? No, I think that's just poppies. But let's go ahead and get over towards that land, and maybe once we make shore, we can go ahead and use another eye of ender, where there's a chance we have sailed past the stronghold, so then the eye will go back this way, and then we know it's basically in the middle of where we currently are. Wish it would be a little annoying to go ahead and try to find the stronghold when it's underneath an ocean, but it won't be too difficult. But here we are. New land. I don't think we've been over here yet. Let's go ahead, grab an eye of ender, throw it this way, and it's still going off in this direction. And I don't think we have too much more land to go. And I think it just broke actually, so we did not get our eye of ender back, so we only have 5 more. We are definitely going pretty far away from where our base is, but once we find the stronghold, we can go ahead and begin preparations to connect nether portals to it, so we can very quickly run from our base through a safe tunnel in the nether in a very quick fashion towards the stronghold, so we can basically just get to the end whenever we want. Once again, maybe I should just remove the torches from my hotbar, throw the eyes of ender in, and it looks like we're still going this way. And I just lost a second one. Hopefully I don't lose all of them. That would be really inconvenient. It does kind of look like it's getting dark, so we might have to sleep soon. I definitely don't want to fight through like some creepers and some endermen as we approach the stronghold. This is just a massive savanna. Hello, armadillos. And hello, big canyon area with like a ravine going down in that direction. Kind of a smaller ravine here, which is fun. But I like this water that's kind of just getting dammed right there. Is the skybox like this because it can't rain in savannas, but it's like raining everywhere else right now? That might be interesting, but let's throw this again. Still going in this direction, and it's going to land on the tree. Except it actually broke, so I don't have to go up there to get it, which I guess that's kind of nice. But we are going so far away. But maybe not much farther, because I just found a village. And I believe strongholds typically spawn near villages. So this might be nice for us regardless, because we could sleep in here if we really wanted to. But I did bring a bed with me. But let's come to like the other side of the village maybe, and then throw the Eye of Ender in a specific direction. Where if it goes back this way, we know it's going to be basically on that corner of that edge of the road right there. Let's throw it up. And it is going that way. Did that break again? I've lost the last 4 I've thrown. That's so inconvenient. Let's go ahead and sleep really quickly. And then I think we know where the stronghold is. There's a ruined portal all the way over there. But we had one of the Eyes of Ender coming this way and one of them coming this way. So if we meet in the middle here, let's go ahead and start digging down into the earth. Where I'll go ahead and try to bring my tunnel out this way a little bit, because I do think the Eyes of Ender goes like straight to the end portal. This is scary down here. I think it's time we bring the torches back. And this is just really inconvenient. Okay. I might try to make a little like opening here maybe and try to throw another Eye of Ender. I think it'll work if I can like make a big enough space to see specifically where it goes. Okay, I only have 2. Let's throw one of these. Okay, it went that direction and it went up. Is that the sound it makes when it breaks? I think it is. So it's this way and it's up. So let's just go ahead and try to climb up here. So we know it's not below deep slate at least. Okay, that's a very loud spider. I'm getting scared again. Where's the spider? Oh. Hello, spider. Oh, that's, okay. I knew you were going to attack me, but it still spooked me. Get our Eye of Ender here. Some iron ore, I guess. Always kind of nice. Okay, that drowned. I'm not enjoying that sound. Just keep breaking into spooky areas. There's the okay. You know what? I don't need this iron ore, and I'm done with that. I'm just completely done with that. Just done. I have some iron ore here that I can get. This is nice. Okay, I'm really just running out of some inventory space. So let's go ahead and throw that down. And then I do have some wood here. And I'm going to make a chest. I'm going to put a chest here just to throw random items in. And I don't really care about specifically losing this stuff, but I can come back for this chest in the future. And then I can just return here really quickly to dump some more stuff in it if needed. So I'll just have a chest down here in this random area that I'm mining in that I may or may not pick up again sometime in the future. Okay, I want to try another Eye of Ender. We might lose it. Okay, it's going that way and it's going up still. So I guess I haven't gone far enough in this direction. Hopefully I can get that Eye of Ender back. I think we're like almost back to the surface now. So I must be in this direction, and it must be like down. I'm out of torches basically. Good thing we have a little bit of wood. So let's go ahead and just try to mine down in this direction. My Eye of Ender, I was like right here. I just mined up a bunch. Not entirely sure where it went. Okay, I just mined out into another cave. And there's a geode here. This is fun. Get some amethysts. Anything down here? No. I just dropped down so far. I love how many geodes there are in like Minecraft worlds, where it's like a new like type of thing that like spawns new as in like I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. I feel like it must be like super old now. I feel like I've been mining for so long. I still cannot find this. I might make another like bigger room and try to use the last eye of Ender that I have. I don't really want to do that though, because I feel like I should use it as a last resort. I'm almost out of torches again. I guess I'll just use all the wood I have. And I'll make a stack of torches. I don't really remember where my like chest was that I like threw down on. Oh! Is this it? There's stone brick here. I spy we have entered a stronghold, which is incredible. That took so long to find, but we have a very oh, there's silverfish. We have a very interesting area that we can now explore. There's diamond horse armor, some gold ingots. I guess I'll take that. We need to be really careful of not dying, and I'm already stressed out. Okay, is there anything up here? What is this? Wait. This is an abandoned mine shaft that connects to a stronghold. That's so cool. Is there anything over here? We should try to find the portal. And there's a lot of monsters. Goodbye. Okay, so there's like so much here that we could potentially explore. Another chest. Ooh, a golden apple. I guess we'll take that. Can take the bread. Actually, the steak just to get an inventory slot. And oh, so the abandoned mine shaft comes this way, and then it just comes into like this room. What's this over here? A big cave? This is a crazy stronghold. Okay, but an important part to know about strongholds is that there are just a lot of different areas around here. Oh, we came this way already. There are just a lot of different areas all around here, and it could lead to any number of different places where we are going to have to spend a very long time searching for. Never mind. That's what the heck. Okay, so we came this way down to here, and now we have the end portal. Which we got a very unlucky spawn with the end portal, where there are only 2 eyes of Enders that we can see have been socketed into these like little sockets here, where we have to go ahead and make 3, 6, 9, 10 eyes. Oh! I completely forgot there's a spawner there, and they almost knocked me into the lava. That's horrible. Oh, they're spawning more by breaking stuff around them. Oh, there's more coming. Okay, let's get this lit up. Okay, you be gone. There's another one. Oh, there's just more spawning. This is horrible. Okay, so it looks like this was kind of destroyed. Let's go ahead and actually throw down this water bucket, because I do want to. Oh, I just broke something. Okay, there's so many silverfish. I can't lose this. Let's get up. Okay. Kind of a good thing I have cleaving right now. These are such nasty creatures. Okay. I think we might just have to hang down here for a while and hope that we clear through all the silverfish. Let's try to rebuild some of these sections again. I don't know where you came from. Let's build you up, and then I might throw water down here because I want to make a nether portal so I can get back home. Oh, there's just more. Oh, there's so many of them. This entire area is just like super trapped. Let's try to light it up so we don't get any like random spawns. Let's go ahead and fill up some of these holes. I don't mind this area being a little ugly because I really just want to use it. Oh, redstone. I really just want to use it to get to the end. So let's build this up here. Just fortify the area. Kill this little guy. There's another one. Where did you come from? Where did you... oh, I just lost another item. I just lost so much armor. Wait, I placed you. Didn't I place that block? I thought it was just like special trap blocks that spawn the silverfish. Should I just break this? Let's get rid of that. Maybe that's our problem. I don't think I want that in my life anymore. They're so hard to hit because they're so small. Okay, and there we go. Okay, I got the start of another portal going, and I think my next step is to basically just build up a way to get home so we can return here in the future. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call this episode good here, where I'm going to build this up, get home, get the Eyes of Ender that we need, and then maybe do a little bit of preparation that we have been doing thus far in my series, but just continue that where I might try to get some more diamonds and we can do some enchanting, and then we can head to the end. But I'm going to go ahead and call this episode good here, where thank you so much for watching me as I adventure throughout my Minecraft world and just mess around and have a bunch of fun. And I hope you all are taking great care of yourselves. Remember, as always, to drink some water, check your posture, and subscribe. I'm going to see you all next time in my Minecraft world. Goodbye.